Good morning, people. I had to get up. I've been up since 3 o'clock this morning. Life is life, and morning and then is morning and then. So I had to run the scooters. Some of you may not know what scooters is, but look it up. So I had to get up this morning, no, I didn't have to get up this morning, but I've been up. But I had to get up and get this, even though I didn't need it. And I had to go get coffee that I cannot afford to stay awake because I have to be at work in probably about an hour. And I don't even know when I'm going to post this, but I had to write my notes for episode 6. They're just my thoughts. And I fill in the blanks. Afterwards, on the back, that was 5. And I think I'm going to make this like a From Walking Dead rant. Because I see stuff about Walking Dead on YouTube. And the spinoffs. And I'm about tired of the spinoffs. I'm really tired of the spinoffs. Like, I'm going to leave that to the end. But this is my commentary on, plus the breastises or breasticing, on from season 3, episode 6. I'm going to try to start from the beginning. These are my thoughts. And my slogan is going to be, everyone has an opinion. And so do I. And my thoughts are not going to be in order. I'm going to try my best to keep them in order with the scene of the show, of the episode. But, oh my God. I left my door open. Okay. But I'm going to try to keep them in order with the show sequence, in the episode sequence, but it may not end up that way. I'm gonna have to watch this before I post this because I can't believe I had to get up and run up and lock my door because it's windy where I live and it just blew the door wide open. Okay, here we go. Tabitha's and Jim's argument was long awaited but useless at this point because y'all have other problems going on right now. You have other problems. You're in a demonic town. And your argument is viable because she shouldn't have ran off. They should have let Boyd do his thing. But she didn't. She let the little voice in her ear ring and say, you need to go save the children. Which the save the children thing is the biggest trap in this town that there is. These kids don't need to be saved. They're dead. They have no hair. They have like a lace front right here, a lace front right here, and some has a lace front right here. They have a little piece right here, right, a little toupee and all that stuff. So if these kids were alive, they would need to seek treatment, medical treatment, and a bath. Like, that's what they would need. I'm not gonna say me. I think the argument is stemmed from Thomas's passing. Like, they're not really dealing with this. That's why they went to the trip, because they're not dealing with this. So they say, hey, divorcing. Yeah, that's the verb I might want to use. And to sit up there and argue, and then hear one of the creatures screech, was funny to me. You might not have the same humor that I have, but it's funny to me. Because that's ridiculous. I felt like that scream was like, since y'all arguing, come on, let's die. Kenny, poor Kenny. He can't flirt with his best friend anymore. He can't wish that there's a life beyond from with Christy anymore, because Marielle is cock blocking at the highest form of cock blocking there could ever be. He couldn't walk her into the clinic when her leg was messed up. He can't go check on her. He can't do any of that, which sucks. Because I think she gave her that haircut just to keep Kenny from looking at her. But Kenny said, I'm going to still look at her. Go. But, like, I kind of feel for Kenny. It's no kind of, I feel for Kenny because he already has lost his father. He's lost his mother. And that's by death. You know, you can't speak to someone, you know, when they're dead. But his other person that he was communicating with is alive. And he can no longer communicate with her because of the simple fact that her girlfriend and fiance arrived. Tabitha and her, I'm going to call it get out guilt. I wrote down, does the town understand that she here saved the kids? And I'm to the point, whether they know it or not, they're not going to understand the significance because nobody knows why they're there. They're not going to care. And she was thinking the save the children thing was going to get her family out and them out. And it didn't. She came right back. And I don't understand, back to season 5, why people thought that her telling them about that place was going to get them out. Because me personally, if I had someone walk up to me and say some stuff like that, it's either you need to be locked up or get out of my face. Let's see. Then with Jade, Tabitha, her son, he hasn't seen anything in a while. Like, has Elgin, has anybody else seen anything? Like, has anybody else seen any visions, heard anything, and not saying anything? And I've watched somebody's video, and they asked the same question, because even the dude in Colony House, was it season 2? I can't remember, who, I'm glad I brought that up, who was talking to the chick that told him to let her in. You know, he had an experience. Like, how can you not have an experience there? And like, I agree with some of the videos, like they should have like a town meeting. And when they do have a town meeting, they're pointing fingers, but they should have a town meeting and say, hey, who's seen what? Who's hearing this? Who's hearing that? And then on top of that, it could be like only a special group that's opening themselves up to hear, see something, are only hearing things. Everybody else has their blinders on. But right now, the only people from each season that seems like they're having some type of mission was Father Kotri, because when he beat up the father, a little boy, he said he was standing on the bridge, and he said that was the first time he heard God's voice, and God said that voice said that they had another mission for him. Miranda and Tabitha, up to this point, until Tabitha stated that she has the dream, which is going to have a little more information in episode 7, you know, they had the Save the Kids mission. Let me tell you something. I remix names. NLE Chopper, the rapper from Memphis, he is Niles Chopper. That, like, I remix names. So I'm just letting you know up front, when you hear me remixing names, that's what I do. So I call Tabitha and Miranda's little kids the Oochie Coochie kids. So Tabitha's Oochie Coochie kids being in the house, coming after her. It's like they came after time, in my opinion, to keep her from seeing something being said to her to reveal, and also keep her mind on quote unquote saving them, because of, like, I had a reason in my head, I can't get it out, but it was like a distraction, in my opinion. Kenny going to Colony House. I don't, if this lasts longer than what I think, because I don't see how Kenny can last at Colony House. I understand him leaving the home because, of course, that's where his mother was. That's where he felt like home was, and he can tolerate that house with his mother there because let's be honest, his mother was going to put some type of structure in there. And Tabitha and Jim do not have structure even before they came there. Sounds rude, but I don't care. Randall moving into the clinic, I don't like it because I don't like the facial expression that he had. It could have been a sigh of relief, but he scowls so much. His sigh of relief still looks like pain in my abdomen, so I didn't like it. It's like either you could be the next Sarah, or you was just happy you bullied somebody. It's either or, in my opinion. Henry going in the tunnel. Henry to me was worse than, and some people are not gonna like this, but I'm gonna say it, it's worse than a female in a horror movie. Why are you still talking? Shut up. Like, he told you to be quiet. And I know you scared, but you could have stood like at the entrance of that tunnel and waited for him. I don't think you knew your way back. That's why you followed him, but you still could have shut up. The lady in the tunnel, when she told Victor that if he keep coming down here, we're gonna make you stay, I bow down. That was funny to me. Fatima having no baby. I had the other conclusion that on this one that other people have, that they might make her one of the creatures, and now either that's a ghost baby in her uterus or she could be turning into a creature, or they're playing with her. And the reason why I'm coming to that conclusion, when the bus came and she yelled at them when her and Ellis was in the sheriff's station, and they told her, well, why don't you come out here? The creepiest things they say to people, why don't you come out here? You might like it. Whatever it was, I can't remember it. But either they're gonna turn her into a creature or they're playing with her. Me, I think it's the latter, because they have an issue of playing with people. Look at Boyd, they keep coming to him with, we still don't know what Father Khatri is, but his wife, Father Khatri, they're playing with Jade, with the bartender, I can't think of his name, but I hate he died. I really wanted to see him like more, at least a season and a half, or was it a season and a half? I wanted to see him more. Regardless, I can't remember. Who else? Well, just think about it. They played with a lot of people. Kenny, when his mom died, they played Celebration. They played with a lot of people. So I'm waiting to see how that's pan out. I'm sorry. Elgin and the Polaroid. I was thinking that it would be a weird Polaroid with Julie, but however, we get the kimono lady. I think is a trap, just like with the kids. They're always telling somebody, oh, do this and you get to go home, and never who went home and stayed home. And Tabitha didn't even go home. She went to where Victor lived, and I think the only reason Why that happened again is because he had that lunchbox. She had that lunchbox. I'm sorry, because that lunchbox was the conduit in that portal to get her there. I put down that image is just like, or the kimono lady is just like saving the kids. If I said it before, pardon me. I need to go to bed because I've been up to 3 o'clock this morning. I hate in the previews that Elgin is it is way too many E's in this show. He is going on a mission, and then it looks like he's going in the mission after dark. To me, that scares me, like you're not gonna make it. My guess is Christy is gonna be next because of, I keep wanting to call this dude Nathan. Randall going into the clinic. I want to see, and to the writer said your beloved characters are going to die. So far, only one beloved character that passed that I cared about was Kenny's mom. Dale got on my nerves. He really did. So he's not one of mine. He might be somebody else's, but he's not one of my beloved characters. So right now, I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to get on my rant about The Walking Dead. And these spinoffs. Please stop. 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 I'm sick of the spinoffs. The actors, most of them, I'll say about a good 5 of them, I really do like their acting. I care about seeing them on the screen. I care about them getting jobs. But to me, The Walking Dead is over. My opinion, I wish they would do like a movie, a short series, where if Chandler Riggs is willing to be a grown-up Carl with one eye, to get some of the comic book series out and end it. Other than that, give it up. Like, I watched somebody's commentary about Rick finding out Daryl's in France. At this point, I don't care. Walking Dead had a cookbook. Even though it didn't go straight to the cookbook of the graphic novel, it still was a good show. It's like somebody followed the recipe and tried to add their own ingredients and came up with slop. I can see if you come up with your own rendition of a recipe and it tastes good. After Carl died, they should have ended the series. They should have ended the series in its heyday. I don't get it. I seen something and I didn't want to watch it because I'm sick and tired of spinoffs. Just like with Fear. Fear to me was good, even though I like the character Morgan. I like Lenny James as an actor. To me, it went down the drain after that because I feel like they should have put Morgan and, oh my gosh, what's the brother that died? Okay, he's gonna be called the brother who died because I cannot think of his name. They should have put them together just to see Morgan and the drug addict brother together, coming up with stuff. Like, the little bit you seen was worth watching. When they brought the mother back, I can't think of her name, and I don't even like her character. I liked the son better than I liked the mother. And I can't think of either one of the characters' names. I felt like that was the dumbest thing ever. I'm sorry. I don't care who likes it. I thought it was stupid. it didn't enhance the story. And when I found out they brought back, can't think of his name either, the guy we thought she killed in the dam. I'm about to call her Maggie Marjorie. And that's not her. Madison. Something with an M. I really thought that was crazy. But I digress, because I don't like these shows. All I can do is not watch them like I'm doing them now. But I'm just voicing my opinion about it. I feel like it should stop at this point. Like I like watching, for a minute Pluto had like season 1 through 6 streaming, and then I think they started doing the rest of the seasons, and they have that on loop, and I just stopped watching Pluto. They had Fear streaming for a minute, and I think they started streaming the later seasons of Fear. And I can tell you this, when Morgan tried to say those radioactive kids, I fall asleep every single time, and I try to figure out what happened to those kids. I don't even know. But I try to watch it to see what happened, and I fall asleep every single time. Snooze City. Snooze City. That means I need to go to bed. But I can't. So when 7 comes, whether people watch my videos or not, I'm gonna give my opinion of it. And post it. I hope whoever watches this enjoys it. If you don't, you just don't. And thank you for watching. My name is Harleen, and I have to do my little exercises and go to work. I'm out. Bye.